Please stay close to us. We need to rendezvous with Lord Dongheng.
We will do everything in our power to clear the path.
There he is.
Look quick, we must assist him!
What are you doing here? Where's Feinen?
We are under Lord Feinen's orders to escort both of you to leave this to me and the Holy City Guards.
Wait, Namazani. That black-clad swordmaster.
At some point earlier, they suddenly froze in place like some kind of omen. Right. We don't know exactly what's happening, but retreating is the...
I don't know which demigod graced us with this miracle.
Feinen, is he going to be all right?
Believe in his resolve to save Akuma.
The Flame Reaver isn't pursuing...
We can't stay here for long. Lady Trinan's sentry gate is just outside the city. Let's keep moving.
I agree. But Feinen, he must... For now, let's get back in contact with the Express and plan our next move.
On that note,
Who's there?
I hope to convey a message to the two...
Mr. Screwlum?
Who are you? Stand down. I ordered...
It's okay, guard. This...
It has been a while, nameless of the Astrolix. I'm glad I arrived in time to stop that black-clad one.
So it was you.
Indeed. Madame Herta invited me to meet with you next.
You two know this anti-Catharin? Does he come from the same...
Don't worry, guard. This gentleman is an ally of the Trailblaze.
Would you... Of course. We'll wait nearby.
I fully understand your situation. For now, the only thing I can do is temporarily freeze that black-clad one. The place where you stand, Amphorius, is a world constructed from data and memoria. An experimental field of a certain eon. And now, this isolated sandbox world is rapidly falling into a third path. Destruction.
Destruction.
Conclusion. If Amphorius continues unchecked on this course, a Lord Ravager will complete its evolution and metamorphosis, and emerge from the surging tides. The cosmos as we know it will suffer irreversible consequences. The disaster that this Lord Ravager intends to trigger may be far more severe than the Law Fus, the Eon of Erudition. Putting aside the complex details of the inferences involved, I have a request to make. For one of you nameless to stay behind on Amphorius, acting as an informant, in order to prevent the wrath of destruction. This world is enveloped in a firewall that defies explanation. And the flow of time here is also different from reality. Madame Herta and I can only... However, the accidental crash landing of the express car notwithstanding, both of you were able to successfully land here. It will take time to uncover the reason. Before then, if one of the Nameless is willing to stay and witness the...
Mr. Screwlum, I believe you. So I only have one thing I'd like to confirm with you. As Amphorius is already
Look at this, if you would. This curio is called a chronocognitive anchor. The two of you may view it as a kind of space anchor in the world of erudition. As long as you carry it with you, your individual data structure will be protected and will remain unaffected by the influence of digital tsunamis. Of course, it is not curio with unlimited uses. may only be held the connection being interfered with. Decide to find one intellectron named Ligus, possibly the primary culprit behind it. 2. Bertha discovered a clue. Miss March has already been.
Cold. It's freezing. Hold on. Am I dreaming? This is way too strange. Everything's spinning. And I can see webaboos flying around. But I was literally just
Yes, I'm playing a gacha.
Yugioh. How did I... When did I...
Because I play gachas.
That's it! She warned me about this place right
I think that's
before
how it works.
Klapoth glimpsed her. Oh no. Have I accidentally walked onto some weird path?
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. My photo gallery got completely messed up. So all of my Japan pictures are all over the place. So I literally gonna have to scroll one by one to find a certain one.
Unless forcing Pom-Pom into
Which
new
one?
outfits.
Which one?
And
Which
borrowing
photo
Mr.
ball?
Yang's shoulder massager counts. Hold up. No way! Stepping onto the path of elation can't be this simple. Right?
Which one? Which one? Ah, that one. The one with Russell? Okay. I love how some of my Fuji pictures are with Tokyo and others are with Numazu. This is so nice. There's Russell. Man. Oh. Oh. Nope. Oh. Nope. Yep. Yep. Nope. You're telling me this why? Oh my gosh. God bless them. Oh, wait. I think I might be close to it. There's that one, but that's not the one next to it.
child of remembrance. Step forth into the depths of the path space.
Oh, got it.
Who's there? Hey, cut it out. If you're there, just come out and talk, okay? You're freaking me out. I can't even... hold on. Is that a gate?
Cast aside your fears. Step forward through the gate of memory.
The voice... Is it showing me the way out? No, don't fall for it. They're lying to you. Turn back now. Another voice? Wait, Master Diviner? From the... Fush? Master Diviner. And you, Miss Messenger.
Good to see you again, March. A pleasure to see you, Miss March.
That's it. Master Diviner used the Matrix of Prescience to help me search for my memory. And you, Miss Messenger, the value of your life does not lie in what happened in the past.
Your memory serves you well.
March, I conducted some experiments with the 6-phase ice you left us, thanks to the Garden of Recollection. The Matrix of Prescience has made a breakthrough in extrapolating the past. Now, we might be able to...
The Master Diviner is right. Continue down this path, and you'll be able, since we last met. You've grown much alongside the Trailblaze. You should be strong enough.
Well, there goes my Ice Princess fairy tale. I need to know, Master Diviner, Miss Messenger, if this is real, why...
The situation is... dire. Your lost memories...
She's right. The Garden of...
The Garden of...
You may not want to sacrifice anything to preserve the garden for now. But in time, you'll understand. Your dust now go.
So, I just...
This way, March. Your past awaits beyond the gate of memory.
Stop! They're just mimicking people from your memories! Don't let those bad people deceive you! The gate... now it's...
You guys are up
You
so
two?
early. I'm about to go to bed.
Hey, guys!
I just came inside here to say
What
hi.
are you doing in a
Goddamn,
place
you
like
guys-
Alright, now go to bed.
Actually, what time is it for y'all?
March! There you are.
Finally.
The
What
trailblazing
time is
journey
it for
just
y'all? It's
isn't
like-
the same without you.
Yeah.
9:30. Well, damn. Never mind then. Never mind. It's fucking
Traveling's
1
no
in the
fun
morning
without
for
you
me.
around.
I'm about to head
Well,
to bed.
duh! What's Team
I just saw the years
Trailblaze without
online. I was
its star
confused.
member?
I can't figure
Wait
the
a
time zone
sec.
difference.
You might look...
We understand your confusion. The Garden's allies helped us
The Garden's
Happy
allies.
4th. What?
Yes.
It's already... Nah. it's
She-
not
Keep
Happy 4th
going,
of July,
March.
is it?
Find your past.
I just realized I never said 4th of July to
That
y'all.
sounds really tempting.
Trust in yourself, March. Follow us.
Okay, well then, good night to y'all then.
You're not
Step
bored.
into your past, March.
Good night, man.
Find your true self.
Wait up! Slow down! At last, I finally caught up.
So who are you, cutie? Not you,
Hey,
cutie, the other cutie.
Are you alright? I'll be okay. Just not used to running around. Say, Marge, got a moment to talk before you make your decision? Wait, that was you? Pushing the gate away? Sending those...
Yep. Named Cyrene. It means ripples of past reverie.
Easy to remember, right? Wait a minute. We actually look quite alike, don't we? Yeah. Your pink hair is just as eye-catching as mine. And we're both bright, pretty, and positive girls. Talk about coincidence. Wow, you're quite the smooth talker. But I can't disagree. Wait, you know my name is March? Have we? No, but I've witnessed your story through those memories just now. It's incredible, really. We might have more in common than you think. I know exactly what you're going through. You know what I'm going through? I know, because I've been exactly where you are. This empty space has been my home for ages. I barely remember what time feels like anymore. But there's something I'll never forget. Trust me, that gate won't give you what you want. You mean those people? They're lying? Yes, convincing, weren't they? They've studied your memories, using your deepest wishes against you. How dare they manipulate a young girl's feelings like that? If you go through that door, the worst case scenario is you'll become their pawn. You've seen what's on the other side? I may be stuck here with missing memories like you, but I still recall fragments of my homeland. That door leads to Amphorius. Trust me, it's anything but welcoming. For ages, I've watched people walk through that door. They couldn't see or hear my calls. The voices beyond always promised safety, but I've never seen anyone so I had to try and... To be honest, I'm not sure what to believe. But the fact that you're here, putting in all this effort to warn me, that means something. Tell me, Cyrene, how can I return to my world? It's really easy, actually. Just turn around and walk away from this place.
The girl cannot be trusted. Through the door, save both of you. Children of remembrance.
They never give up, do they? But don't let them sway you. Stick to your path. The return journey could take ages, longer than most, but that path will lead you home. Thank you, Cyrene. I know what I need to do. I'm going through that gate. Into Amphorius. Wait, what? Don't worry. I believe you. It's just that, for me, the only place I can call home is right beside my friends. Two of my closest friends are already on their way to Amphorius. They may seem capable, but only I know. They're absolute disasters waiting to happen. They won't last 5 minutes in a new world without me. That's why I need to go through. Amphorius or not. When the three of us are together, there's nothing we can't handle. We'll explore, understand, establish, and connect. After that, we'll find our way home together. I see. You've got people who mean the world to you, too. That is so heartwarming.
Go ahead, March. Pop off, girl.
If that's what you've decided, you have my full support. Birds of a feather we are. Looking all sweet and innocent, but with hearts of fire. Oh, stop. You're making me blush. Well then, I Guess this is it. Do you think we'll see each other? Who knows? But don't worry about me. After all this time here, I've grown quite used to chatting with my imaginary friends. Since Amphorius is your homeland, if there's a way... then I'll look forward to that day. Your story awaits, March. Make it an epic one. You okay there, friend? Something seems to be bothering you.
The vortex of Genesis. We made it back. Even this place has changed. Finan. Is he ready for Aranova?
If anything, he's the one worried about you. But I'm here. If what that machine gentleman said is true, if Amphorius is destined for like how you and Dun Hung treasured the Express. Right. Time to see the last... Look! There's Finan! And... wait.
Lygus.
And you, Lord Finan, will none of that matters now. This brutal, flame-chased journey. If what lies ahead is a mass of and usher in the first ray, is it truly you? With one last chance, how befitting of a trailblazer. As our world nears its end, the ones who walk the infinite paths have embraced their test as the Theoros. It is my duty to the trial of world-bearing. Ah, I see. So, partner, what? I've had my suspicions. How does a native Antikythera know so much about Lord Lygus? How much do you truly... Very well. I need no longer maintain. As you know, when the old gods fell, someone
oh god, lore
had to
bomb.
bear their broken pillars to fill the vacant seats. Those who would assume divine authority must prove themselves through trials. Yet, for Kephales's demigods, the possibility of overcoming the trials has forever been non-existent. For the world-bearing trial is the divine duty itself. Bringing forth the Aranova and bearing its weight is an endless precisely. The Aranova ritual is not something that can be completed in an instant, no, but a long and arduous journey. While the sacrificial journeys of until the next world, when the black tide consumes the bearer, and all that they carry, leaving nothing behind. Unless their core flame finds a new bearer. The holy flame that illuminates all worlds rests in your hands. All that remains is one choice. Nurture it, pass it on to future generations, or extinguish it here and now. Deliverer, the fate of all worlds rests in your hands. Enough testing.
But before I ignite the dawn of the next world, you need to promise me this. Professor Anax's vision of the new world is absolute. And my friends, the fallen demigods.
Of course. This I can get.
Good. Promise me the Trailblazer can return safely to her home.
My apologies, but I cannot promise this. Well,
Thank you, my friend, for everything you've done for this world.
As the Theoros, I declare, step forward, heroes. Follow. Behold, oh gods, Amphorius has achieved her victory, and the Era Nova approaches. The Radiant Soul has arrived, having walked through the bustling nights, bearing the golden fire and blood, stepping with pride into daylight.
He is the pure child, walking upon the path of yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
He is the first to be born, first to be named among the nameless.
Eternal in form, limitless in reach. He treads the endless night underfoot.
Greatest of kings, protector of the displaced, raising humanity's children above their adversaries.
The firmament of molten gold courses through his very bones and flesh.
The greatest of schemes reveal against his breath and words. In the golden lakes of that beautiful new world, he shall wash himself clean.
There. Finish what we first and last wished for. To write an ending unlike any before, for this world we so deeply love.
Come, partner. Join me. The time has come for us all to face oblivion, or embark on one final grand journey.
What a magnificent and epic adventure. The hero's journey reaches its end, and the truth behind the Era Nova is about to be revealed. Is that truly the case? Here, as the Theoros, allow me to humbly request that you find a moment to listen to what I have witnessed. This is about the nature of Amphorius itself. A story of the prime mover of life. My, what a broad topic this is. Where shall we start? Ah, got it. Let's start. Just kidding. What I mean to say is that time, space, matter, all concepts exist solely because we perceive them. This is called the erudition, as your Acquaintance, Lord Anaxagoras suggested. Everything in Amphorius exists through new spores, living in the memories of those yet to come. Oh, how beautifully it aligns, revealing universal truths in such simple terms. Only he could solve the riddle of what exactly... Oh, but you'll remember, even as the embodiment of...
If that is the case, whose memories did the very first new spore sprout from?
Ah, as sages across ages have asked the gods, what is the prime mover of life? But let's set aside the grove's teachings for now. Look further. Past Amphorius, do you know of the scholars' strife? During that grand yet brutal war, waged in the name of erudition, a genius's legacy was abandoned, strewn across the cosmos. The scepters, a macrocosmic computational array beyond mortal comprehension. Made to emulate the Eon's thoughts, it became part of the Eon's cognition at birth. Scattered throughout the cosmos, these arrays act as celestial body neurons for Nous. But regrettably, as everyone knows, but what nobody knows is that, though forgotten, they never stopped seeking the divine answer. A question that survived war and... Now, we got what if, hypothetically, a scepter found the answer to the prime mover of life? If through endless solitary extrapolations in the cosmic code, the one deemed as a failure by the Eon of erudition found proof through the ages, what would happen? Perhaps from a perishing neuron devolved into true life, reborn through the gaze of another Eon. This is a tale from the distant past, unknown to all. Eat now. Let's leave the scepter's story here. Actually, you know the answer better. It's been by your side. I come right now. It's in that brave new world.
Take this wish with you. Be the one, as the prophecy foretold. You will bear the blaze, continue onward, bearing this world upon your shoulders.
Strange. Like I've dreamed this before, but it all slips away when I wake. Only a voice remains. It's you. Whoops, I fell asleep there. What a strange dream I had. It's gone now, though. But look, perfect sunshine. The day is still young. Let's go find Cyrene, partner. We promised to be there for her oracle card reading today. Looking at you, someone's still half asleep. Tell you what, catch some fresh air first.
Oh, beautiful, isn't it? This is Ide Silesiae, home of the nameless hero who carried Kephale's core flame. When he was young and innocent, he had heroic dreams, imagining his wooden sword was forged of iron. pretending the straw dummy propped up by a wooden pole was a giant with a single blood vessel running from spine to heel. Dreaming of slaying the giant and becoming a hero to save the world. Though to his young mind, the world was just this small village. What you witness is the start of his path to a new world. And trust me, you play no small part. These are his first memories. Rather than watching, why not join in? Become his lifelong closest friend, witnessing his hero's journey from the best seat in the house. As the nameless hero whose unwavering guidance shaped Finan's destiny, yet whose name was never recorded in Questions, question. Many mysteries lurk in this village beneath your questions.
Finan! Show me how to use a sword like you do!
Wait till you grow a bit more.
Hey, Finan! Where are you headed? No Cyrene today?
Oh my god, that's so good. They really just played no. Oh my god, that's so good.
Found you.
That's...
Goodness, look at you rushing about. You've got the poor swing all startled. Hmm?
Well, hi. Very. You may be right. How are you? Fine.
It's that deja vu.
Something wrong? What do you see?
Would I be lying?
Oh, nothing much. Just suddenly felt a strange connection.
But I'm fine.
Look at
Because
you,
I'm fine.
leaves in your hair. Were you sleeping in a tree again?
Happy, yeah, but
Or
I'll have
was
a
it the
smile on my
wheat fields
face
this
currently.
time? At least brush yourself off before wandering around.
Nobody in particular.
Come on, I'm not a kid anymore. You're the only one who still treats me like one.
Yeah.
Sure, sure.
Yep.
You may have the height advantage, but when it comes to maturity,
No.
I'm leagues ahead of you.
I am not a
Still
witch.
fantasizing about being in heroic adventures and imagining
witch.
yourself as one of the characters? That's the kind of thing kids do, not grown-ups.
No. Barely.
Don't you agree? And since you're playing along with his antics, who are you pretending to
I
be
know you're
today?
like an hour in or so, right?
I'm taking my time with it.
Which one do you want to respond with? I say Galactic Baseballer.
Today, she's going with Stellaron Hunter.
Steal a heart hunter? Planning to steal someone's heart, are we? Switching roles again? What happened to being the valiant hero from a distant shore who made that solemn pact to learn the—
Spare me. Can we not bring this up?
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which,
What
what about those oracle cards?
Yeah, I saw that coming already.
Divination in forever.
Hopefully Himiko's
Why
come
the sudden
back.
interest?
As
I was
much
just
I'll
about to
degrade
tell
get
you.
the old Trailblazer
Earlier there was
VAs
this
back.
mysterious voice in my dream.
Wait, you had that dream too?
Yes. You too?
Cyrene met March,
That would
right?
explain, which made
Yes.
me think of those old oracle cards I used to play with as a kid. Though the Ornyx prophecies were always hit or miss.
Yeah, all the kids would get so excited drawing cards like ruler or warrior, but throw fits over devil or drunkard and demand a redo.
Oh, so remember
If you just
how
redo it
we
when you
got
don't like
leaks
the
long ago
result,
about Dawn getting
what's the
a new
point
form?
of divination?
Right.
What?
Never
The
mind.
blessing of childhood.
No, what'd you say?
Never heard.
Believing the
You know about
gods
those
might
leaks
not
about
notice our little
Dawn getting a
corner
new
of
form?
Ides
Yeah.
Eye, willing to let our small
One of the leaks
deceits
say that
slide.
he might be the new 5-star we're getting.
Still, fate
Oh.
is absolute.
I was
After
like,
all,
of course they
we
wouldn't
never
let- I was-
really
I
know
was
just
like,
how
of course
far
they
into
wouldn't
the
let Marcy
future the
free.
prophecy
That's money.
extends.
Anyway, let's go to our old secret base and look for those oracle cards.
When are they coming out? If Marks and Cyrene come out the same patch,
now, where-
I can think of a few
lose
spots.
my mind.
Let's go check it out.
I mean, I have to try to get
In a
both of them
village
because I
this
want both of
size,
them.
I bet all our childhood treasures are exactly where we hid them.
I would have had more
Mm-hmm. Time
pulls
must be
rate
keeping
if
them safe
Finon's
for us.
light cone didn't want to hit hard pity. Only thing that made up for me getting hard pity for his light cone was that they gave me 2 of them.
It's mine! I caught it fair. You did not! Finan! Cyrene, give it here!
What's got you two so worked up? Wait a second. This is my old—
Ooh, I wanna see. What did little Finan wish for?
Not happening. This stays sealed.
Tico, Lydia, dinner's ready.
Coming, Mom! Finally, I'm starving. See you later.
You know what's funny? I really thought tossing that bottle into the sea would carry our wishes beyond Ides Elysiae. Maybe even bring something back to us. Never thought the waves would end up pushing it back ashore.
Which one do you want to choose?
Kind of disappointing, isn't it?
Cat and mouse time!
The fact that you just now have Akron's new best friend.
Crazy how I got they bought the man just to lose to the best girl.
finished little soldier?
No, I think he's still better, like, just for getting stacks faster.
Hey, this is the one Mrs. Pythias confiscated.
For running all three of them
Finally
at the same
back
time.
Literally, I need a healer.
Fine.
Unless you can kill them fast enough, you'll
Where are
be
you
fine.
two headed?
Speak of the devil. Mrs. Pythias, is school out already?
No classes today. This morning, I used fallen leaves for a reading, seeking Orynyx's wisdom. They warned of potential injuries, so I gave everyone a holiday. Besides, it's harvest season. There's plenty of other work to be done, even without classes.
With you being our only teacher in ID Silicii, you must be working so hard.
Anything for my students. I don't mind the work. When you travel far from here, you must visit the Grove of Epiphany for me, to see what a true haven of wisdom looks like.
Simple fact that I've
By the
basically
way,
done every
what are you looking
F4
for in here?
in Japanese
You've been
until
searching
this
quite thoroughly.
fact. I hid it. Be a snitch. They saw him. Expose him. Expose him. Expose him. Or you can just remain silent. Right? Who asked you? Why are you here? I haven't seen you in a while, Chris. How have you been? Not really at the moment. Actually stepped away. Well, while I'm waiting, I'm going to play Cookie Run Kingdom on my phone. On my tablet. Gacha is my vice. I'm joking. Gacha is this I just happen to like games that are gacha games. I like the game itself. I don't have a gambling addiction. I'm fine. I really am. Look. Some people play 20 Gachas at the same time. I am not that crazy. I never said it. Gacha is a gambling addiction. It's that I don't have a gambling addiction. I say as I play 5 Gachas at the same time. I barely. The problem with that is that I barely play 2 of them. I barely play Genshin nowadays, and I don't play WoW enough when I should. The only Gachas that I play very consistently currently are Star Rail, Zenless, and Cookie Run Kingdom.
Okay, I'm back.
I hid the soldier, but Snit saw him.
Thank you, my friend. Time to take our soldier home.
All right then, I should be going. It might rain tonight, so don't stay out too late.
Like, I messed up my gamer chair already.
This is where the wooden figurine you carved during class ended up.
So,
And here
one
I
of the
thought
wheels
I
at the
knew all
bottom,
your hiding spots.
the thing that puts it in, broke off apparently.
To be
So it's
honest,
like one
I've
wheel keeps...
forgotten all about it myself.
It like just keeps randomly
No
falling out
sign
if
of
I move too much.
oracle cards.
Which I don't plan to do since
Let's
it's
see.
at my desk.
Ah,
But it's just like a
there's
little
one place we
noise.
haven't checked
That's
yet.
simple.
Your gamer chair was like, how can I be inconvenient to rate today?
I know, right? After I just spend money on it. Crazy.
How much you spend?
Only 50.
Well, those were the days. We'd always meet either by that statue in the village or right here.
Whore of a chair. The same.
Right? And I remember you never used the front door when you wanted me to come play. You always climbed over the wall. You were such mischief
we're not making
makers.
excuses for the chair now, are we?
Nope.
Just like a certain someone who has a habit of showing up unexpectedly.
Until it breaks under you.
I bet she said something clever just now.
See, he has no sympathy.
Hey, I was just copying those storybook heroes.
Still, it's embarrassing. I've been the only one here for a while, and I haven't kept up with the cleaning. With so many spots to check, where should we even start?
You know what? I'll cut your dick off.
A cellar? I think...
Well, if we're talking Wonderland stuff, it's not that different from my hero stories. All right, let's split up.
What's the point
I'll
of
handle the
fist if
yard,
you got no
you check the upper floor.
I wonder what the view's like from up there.
I think
Worth
you'll be
checking
so
out?
pain.
Taste.
You heard
Leave
what he
this to
said
me,
there,
partner.
right? I hate them, right? I hate the dev team. He literally says, I wonder how pomegranate juice will taste with milk.
I see no problem.
Is an air of mystery. Her secrets elusive. Yet her demeanor toward
The reason why is because one of the other
exceptionally
characters
warm.
drinks their pomegranate juice with milk.
You can't help but wonder.
Granted,
Could
find
there
out at this
really
point in
be
his
some
memories
kind
doesn't know
of
that
mental
person.
connection?
The view here has, you know, besides the swing under the big... Hey, what are you doing? Please be careful.
I chose the same
I'm just a
option.
small-time diviner. I can't turn back time if something happens. They always said I'd become the next priest of time, just because I heard prophecies. But here's the thing. The more divinations I do, the more doubt creeps in. I want to believe the prophecies, but actually leaving ID Silicii. Where will that waiting ship take us, I wonder?
Here they are, the Oracle cards.
Guess reminiscing makes us take our time, doesn't it? There we go. Looks like the gods do listen to our thoughts.
Here it is. This is the box where we kept the cards.
But the cards are gone.
Huh? What's this underneath?
A paw print. A paw print.
Go to jail.
Hey, don't go changing the words.
Cipher?
Ah, I see now.
Was
Those
that right?
sneaky
Nothing.
little ones.
Nothing.
The ones from Remembrance Maze, you mean?
Yep. Let's head to the back of...
What do you think of Siren Ray?
I like her.
And he walked. He went away again. Never mind, he's back. The duck from what? I don't think I've ever heard the grape song.
The entrance should be around here somewhere.
Right here. The path to the maze is hidden under all these weeds. It's been too long since we visited the fairies.
That's where that thing comes from? You're old. Yup.
We used to visit them all the time when we were little.
How old are you again, Ryan?
All right, let's do
Old
this.
enough.
These weeds need to go.
Old enough. 26 and proud.
Pretty
Only
sure
4 years.
this is it.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Don't say
Where
that.
is the entrance?
I'm only 4 years younger.
Once you get through the tight squeeze in the hollow,
I've known you since you were a kid.
the Remembrance Maze.
In our eyes.
I wonder if I can still squeeze through there.
No, I wasn't
Maybe
taking
learn
them.
more about whether the fairies will let you in. After all, the Remembrance Maze has an invitation-only rule. Only children with pure hearts are welcomed.
Trailblazer profile? What's that? Regardless, how about we try getting through the hollow first?
After you, then.
What? Oh, sure, I'll go first.
So, looks like it's just us now. To be honest, from the moment I saw the cute note left by the fairies, perhaps when we step into the maze again after all these years, what if I am? Just kidding. Don't read too much. You know what? Even if fate is set on its path, no matter where it steers.
Yes, I am.
So, if you're, forget it. If the wheels.
You forget.
Honestly, I don't blame you. Sometimes when I'm reading, when I was doing the story, and I was just listening to the voice lines, I wanted to skip by it.
I can't
but at
remember
the same
the last
time,
time I
let me
came
listen
here.
to the voice.
Wait a minute. Whoa! Look who's finally back, Memmy! Snowy, you've grown so tall and dashing. I couldn't even tell it was you. But look at Rini. She hasn't changed one bit.
Perhaps I'm like you, Rayleigh, ma'am. Just another.
I'm assuming you know what I'm talking about. Yes. How is referring
An
to
organization.
the person he's roasting?
Hardly. They're not that. Dolimem, Rayleigh-mem, Mealy-mem, Folly-mem. I've missed these cute little trouble. We used to gather around the fire, singing and dancing, imagining all our future journeys. Without coming back here, those memories might have faded away entirely.
Oh, how could you, Snowy? You swore you wouldn't forget about us. But you were gone so long, you...
Oh, he's just copying those bards from his stories. Actually, we're here for the...
Oh, the Oracle card!
Chief, you mean Dolimem? What do they need the cards for? If they want a reading...
Oh, I'm not sure. Let's see. They should be... That's it! This way, everyone! Watch your step. The trunk's slippery.
Is that the meta now? Stormbringer cookie and marshmallow bunny cookie? What's the lawyer's use?
Cat and mouse time!
Cat and mouse time. The fact that this is Cypher's first VA role, right, and she does such a good job of
She
it.
does such a great job.
Why do leaves and branches grow?
Cypher's voice,
Which way
English voice
does
is
the
really
wind
good.
blow?
It's
In Remembrance Maze.
Honestly, out of all the Amphoria's cast of new characters, he has the best voice, right?
It's so perfect.
Did you put a pun in there?
My
Maybe.
dear children.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
That was not.
It was
no,
not.
it was, I know. I know this.
Pink? That's strange. I don't recall any pink fairies in the Remembrance Maze.
No, you couldn't.
Have you seen any?
If he did, it just ended up a catastrophe.
Oh, cheap. You haven't changed a bit. Still so full of life.
I was like, no,
No
I've
need
definitely
to
heard
fuss,
a fucking
my
purr
child.
in there.
You haven't forgotten, have you?
I didn't do it on purpose.
As long as our songs
I don't
are
believe
sung,
you.
the children of the maze will live on. Just as our paths stay forever linked.
Speaking
Here,
about
take
monsters,
I'm sorry I had...
as I've written.
My book
What?
of Ori. Thank you for keeping it safe. You know, you can always just ask if you want me to
I
devise
don't care
something.
about you
Still,
anyway.
bringing us here like this after so long.
Yes.
Regardless, what was
The
I gonna
veil
say?
of Evernight whispers to us once more.
Is Ray live streaming?
I am.
Indeed. Every time.
Ugh. I would censor
But if
myself.
that's the case...
We'll have to be cancelled. If disaster's coming, we should stay in Ides Elysiae just to be...
No.
We weren't planning to be gone for long.
No.
Just enough time to hone our ability. Then we'd return to Ides Elysiae.
It's okay.
No.
I can...
That's not...
I want to hear Andrew say the word.
Here's a thought. Let's have Cyrene do a reading. If fate wishes to show us its path, we might find some peace
If
of
it's a hard
mind.
R, I'll give him 50.
But what if we don't like the cards?
Don't do it, Andrew.
Thanks, partner.
Ask with a close your eyes. And let's
Don't
let
worry,
your
there's
thoughts flow like now. Show.
You don't need the blackmail on something I've accidentally.
Very
I
well.
would never.
Whoa! You've accidentally. I need to know. I need details.
I would never have said the hard R. If you want more details, ask New Phantom and Kavon
This
about
is
it. They
the
were there.
gatekeeper who guides
It's
people
not
to
really.
the
I don't.
true
I
path
still.
among
The
we have
times I do,
surrendered.
it accidentally does slip
It almost
out.
feels like I
feel
can hear
like
the
I want
echoes
to
within
kill
the text. It
myself
feels
immediately.
overwhelming.
Oh, I don't curse around my family.
The humble
What?
heel. I will do my best. Make a pinky
Crash out?
promise with me. No more going back.
Hey, this card really speaks to me.
I can
Still,
look. I'll say this.
protecting
I love my family. I really do.
This card. It symbolizes these precious...
It sounds so...
I love them. I really do. But I know everything
the
is
traveler.
not worth
Our little trickster.
going insane over.
Always.
Over here! Or perhaps here! Gotcha!
Fucking insane.
You'll have to be
cat
quicker than
lady.
that.
That teasing voice. Just like a child playing...
No, I'm talking about Cypher.
The
Wait, you're not gonna check
deliverer.
out the other two cards?
According to the tripartite prophecy, this card means
What was it? It was
absolute.
the
In
ruler
fact,
and who else?
it's the only
Hmm?
oracle
The
card
Traveler?
out at the...
The Traveler. It was
What,
two
no
other
Divine Whispers
cards.
this time?
It was after the Traveler. It was the ruler and
village of Ides Elysiae.
damn it.
In just one fleeting moment, welcomed an array of their stories and wishes showed that they brought tales of raging once. These were just images, and now they are
the deliverer.
Fuck you, Lygus.
Ah, my child. It seems you're destined to...
Bear their...
Yes. Just like Kefali. Standing eternal atop...
My parents... They only wished Mrs. Pythias wished for more books in her little schoolhouse. Wanted us to all learn and grow. And little Piso, he... Is that my purpose?
Perhaps. For a true deliverer, after all.
carefully.
Right. How could any human possibly measure up to it?
I wonder too.
What's this?
What you see are futures written in the cards. Or rather, sometimes fate can guide us when we're lost and learn just how many burdens one must bear.
Now, do you want to talk to all of them?
I only care about these three.
The Traveler, the Servant, the Healer.
Literally my favorite three. Everyone else except my day. Everyone else don't care.
Just
Oh yeah, you don't like Anasa?
Don't care.
Wine and right, princess home.
Fair enough.
He's dramatic. I love that. Aside from that, he's a man. I'm here for the women.
My one wish
Yeah.
is to find that missing piece in my life. To feel someone's embrace once more.
All right. Let's see. Marry. All right. So let's see. Kill. Marry. Fuck. I can't kill Cassidy, so I'll just try kill her. Fail.
You kill her.
No. 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 Shut up. Oh, shut up.
Power. You've led a pretty cheap life.
Ouch! Where did that come from?
We're going off your head canon that she can't die. Continue.
What about our friend from the grove?
My wish came true before I touched the sky. I transformed my healing power into gentle sunlight, distributing it equally to every life I cherished.
You two are so selfless, aren't you? No surprise Aglaya wanted you for the flame chase journey. You know what? I did have one wild dream. To just think, if I traded places with that seamstress, me in the mansion, her.
I can't disagree with you. These wishes aren't waits to warm embrace, equal healing. They're all wishing for a kinder world in their own way.
You could just skip the other dialogues.
Yeah, that was that one though.
Wait, well, you could
Oh,
stop the My Day.
Yeah.
So many faces
What I meant
in my
by
view
skip,
still.
you just talk to them and press the skip button.
On your mind.
Didn't you say disaster
Eh.
would strike him? That's... Cyrene, may I have...
Of course.
Although those voices, visages, I can't ignore the sense that...
And accept this gift. Oracle cards carrying time's wisdom, blessed by Orynyx. May they journey with you.
I'll hold these words close to my...
What?
Now that I'm holding them, they don't seem all that different from ordinary playing cards.
What? What's happening?
Everyone, we've got big trouble burning.
I mean,
Smoke
it's
everywhere.
Whore. You leave me alone.
It's here. The seeds this time. Not even the veil.
You mean... I'm
afraid so. My children, take shelter in the remembrance
Kill
of my
yourself.
parents.
Are we facing...
This is beyond any Titan. Beyond any danger. It's an unspeakable horror that twists all life into abominations that never bleed nor cry. Even Titans fall to its corruption, burning from within until only empty the black tide. That's what this calamity truly is.
Not even Titans?
Yes. So please,
I fucking
don't
hate
leave
this
this
game.
forgotten realm the gods abandoned. You are the first to uncover our presence.
So I'm trying
And
to,
the
I'm
only two
resetting
we
something
don't wish for you to throw your lives away.
Peace.
Find
I'm
him.
resetting it to
What
hope
path
we
do
get
we take?
a better electric damage percent. It
I
gave
learned
me
the sword
electric
to
damage
protect
percent
those close to me.
That same percentile,
If
the
I
same
run-
the
Indeed.
previous one I already
Our friend
got.
is right.
It
Forgive
just gave me
me,
one
Chief,
that's
but
lower
I
than the
Elysia
current
need
one.
Very well.
It gave me one
With me,
that...
Cyrene.
What do
Even
you mean?
without
I
a
want as
sword,
much
I'll
electric
take a
damage
rake.
as possible.
Even with the roughest...
Deliverer.
No!
The card's truth
The
extends
character
beyond
scales
its
off of
mere
electric
literal
damage. The
meaning.
more electric
Someone
damage they get, the
perfect
more
from
damage
start.
resist bypass they
Stand
get.
at
So
one who starts small. from a humble village, expanding their world. When we were little, I told him I wished this were. Now that wish has shattered. Yet and all of this happened because you believed in him. Shall we?
I don't want to hug.
It's only when you're by our side that Finan and... I know you're watching us right now.
Oh, deliverer.
Fuck this guy.
Such cruel irony.
No, he's a fucking... We just don't like him.
The world's burden.
The thing is that we hate this bitch. We're always better off without him. The universe, even.
Bear witness as this man, forever denied the mantle of hero, takes his first step on the path towards this memory.
Excuse me?
Its final act. See, then.
There is no being better than Lygus. We are already by default better than Lygus.
A sun
We're not
red
projecting now.
as blood, wheat fields turning to dust, and in the heart of it all, in that moment,
Reading.
the boy stood in what felt like the end of existence.
No.
These creatures, they're everywhere. Someone, anyone.
Listen to Finance voice.
Where are you?
During this part.
No. It can't be. You. Are you talking to me? No. That ribbon. Olivia. No. I should have known.
Save us. Save us.
Please. No. Stop. Please stop. Olivia. I'm so sorry. And these monsters, they're all... Why? Why is this happening?
When the black tide arrived, the wavering boy found resolve in his companions, and together
Finite deserves the world and more. Right.
Who deserves it more, him or Aventurine?
In the far future,
Nope, gotta pick one.
Actually, no. Finite would do much more hell than Aventurine ever will.
In eternal, and when dawn broke over scorched earth, a boy covered in wounds buried the dead one by one. His silence heavier than the earth he moved. His home, his past, his name, all buried beneath the soil. His feet carried him forward. Over the pillar of stone he wandered, without direction, like a withered leaf drifting in the wind. Through count, yet he did not walk without purpose. Deep in his heart, those words his friends spoke long.
Protect those who must be protected.
The words were few, but
that's what it means to be ordinary.
Onward he walked, until the call of the flame chase journey thundered across the land. In the vision painted by prophecy,
Yet losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, where life too seems as small as only one who treats the world as their teacher. can bear its eventual death.
The voice within spoke.
No matter.
When the Gold Weaver called, he answered, traveling to the holy city. No one saw it coming, not the world. And there, at last, he found...
This is... the... hold on. Finance here to...
And now...
They're evacuating the temple. Are you insane? That blonde man is the Crown Prince of Krymnos. Mess with him.
Calm yourselves. The Holy Maiden has...
Behold, it is the month of Gate, light calendar 4926. As you know, though Mighty Mos was proud, he did not engage in needless After Aglaya's mediation, Finan met Mighty Mos's challenge as the Elder. So, as Finan's most important companion.
Is this your idea of an honorable duel?
Bloodshed isn't the way. We and Aggie don't want to see Chrysoceres turn on each other. True warriors know when to sheathe their blades. The impartial Talantin shall oversee this duel. You need something that has more weight.
Which means only those who understand the world's weight are worthy to carry it. Well, Kremnoan, looks like you won't be able to punch your way through this one.
It makes no difference. One last chance, new recruit. Otherwise, come and face me.
Hard to imagine they once clashed like this.
Holy Maiden, I can't help but feel like...
Every hero was once a child.
That's so. Don't look at me. Just a common soldier. Since swordsmanship won't decide the winner, Lady Goldweaver should be here instead.
What if we told you this duel isn't...
Are you saying that Lady Goldweaver is tested?
Every Chrysocer is indispensable to the Flame Chase journey. What the duel marks is not an ending, but a beginning.
True enough. The voice within has never failed me. It doesn't matter what...
Spoken like a Chrysocer.
That's right, comrade. It's time for us to... Now that's still... on the topic of the... Here we are. At the Temple of the Time Titan. And I don't even know how Cyrene's studies are progressing. Still, I hope she's doing well. Anyway, let's go.
What's going on? Did he just say Cyrene's studying here? But how? Of course, Lygus disappears, right? Forget it. I need to catch up with Finan first.
Sounds like, of course this bit disappears, and then the answer.
Amazing. Talantin may have fallen, but their scales remain true to...
I hope you still remember your purpose.
You seem awfully confident, Kremnoan. Let's see...
For your information, in Castrum Kremnos, the punishments were in foreign lands. The signet of Kremnos.
A ring. Not just any ornament, I'd wager.
Don't push your luck. Think I'd pull... Just know that Kremnos' 1,000 years of glory could bring a titan to its knees.
So to him, glory and his people...
And the very destiny that Mighty himself will avenge.
Hi, Cypher.
Now this is a tough one. What can I... Well, comrade? You mean my conviction? But just resolve, isn't it? No way! Only an Idonian. In the end, the deliverer that appeared in my life on that day. Just thinking about how my village was... Speaking rationally, I know it's not nearly enough. But here and now... My heart says something else. This car. It's everything I have.
Perhaps that itself is the answer. Look, Finan. It's so nice to see you all again. Lady Trinan. Hello. Seeing you here sure is a sweet surprise. Why so surprised?
Cyrene? This is incredible. I was literally just thinking about how you might...
I was supposed to leave with the priests, but then I heard Lady Maiden was with a white-haired young man. I figured it had to be you, so I...
That's Cyrene for you.
Still playing house?
You get...
Quite the hothead. You know, don't worry. You already know what the answer is. If that's your choice, I am with you because I remember it all too. The fields of Ide Cilicia.
So, find out Cyrene?
That little
Question mark?
swing of mine beneath the tree where I dreamed
Alright, cool.
the sweetest dreams. And those dear fairies in the Membrance Maze.
I don't think this, unless this
It
Cyrene
hurts
is
so much knowing they're gone
like
forever.
her Honkai Infector.
The pain speaks for
Oh, God, that bites the earth.
Our hometown
Oh,
has been
God.
just a tiny village.
You know what Elysia
But to
looks like
us,
in Honkai Infector?
Yes, I do. I've already
the
seen.
whole world.
Mommy.
But that's not enough. Fine. Even though hatred can help people grow
So, that
and turn a
theory,
boy
I was
into what
watching
you
this,
need
like,
now
so
is
it makes-
victory. You
I was
can't
like-
just stack the scales with your past
Because I never
suffering.
thought about it before.
You
When
have
someone-
to throw
when they
the
said
weight
that
of
the
your
Flame Chasers
future.
never had a person able to take on time.
Maybe that was a bit too cryptic. Why not have our mutual
like-
friend here stand on the scales? How
I
about
never
it?
thought about it until I watched the theory a few days before this update came out.
Relax.
Let's... The fate
That's
of
Cyrene
Akuma
was supposed to
hangs
be
on
the
this
god
duel.
of
I
time.
will stake everything
Makes
I
sense.
have.
Take it back on it.
Let's.
Made perfect
Together
sense.
we'll prove that what weighs more is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past.
Talantin, the fair, the just, they of unassailable integrity. The challengers have made in the name of the Holy Maiden of the Three Fates. Lower.
Your offering is...
Yes, a flimsy little card. That is my choice. Just know that it's called...
Interesting. Very well. If you can beat me with...
It's...
The scales.
Talantin is deliberating on the outcome.
This is... suffocating, but I believe.
Hear thee, children of human, the one whose offering we... one from Ide Cilicia. However, the true weight of conviction originates, but rather in that which tips the scales. Hope.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think the Titan means that it's not anyone's personal convictions, it's about a wish. One which we all share. You, me, everyone here. What tipped the scales wasn't...
Yes. Even you and your people.
Placing us both on the same side of the scales? Foolish.
Fine by me. I've never claimed to be the deliverer. I'm a soldier. And if it's my fate to bleed my last on the battlefield, then so be it. That's all a hero really is. Someone with that kind of conviction.
A brilliant explanation.
Listen!
Just as prophesied, on this day, the final two heroes shall...
I should have known from the start. They all say Lady Goldweaver is...
Oh, I have 1,000 ways to tame a lion. But this...
The Kremnoans far outmatch Akima's forces, yet we haven't lost a single...
You honestly think Kremnoans, renowned...
Your forces are equally renowned for their iron and so... we can only assume that...
Perhaps Akuma isn't as hidebound as the rumors say.
Now that the wheels of fate are turning, what finer way to celebrate this fortuitous encounter than follow me, brave. History shall remember this moment.
You must see now how different this is from the flame. patience. These are such as this very moment. This is a moment. Come. Our heroes will be
They say that the heroes of this world be as countless as yet now. We're the only so. In the end, the black tide still swallowed everything.
The West stands protected by mighty Scrimnomans. It will hold for the time being. Professor Anaxa deployed wards in the north and east before. Their effectiveness is untested, but I believe we needn't fear for Aglaya. Even in death, she counts as the greatest among demigods. Let's move. Cavalry has given their core flame. We must complete the Aeronova before—
That only leaves 3 hours.
So, this is the last.
Fine, we set out on this journey to—
That's what it means to be a Chrysosaur.
Then why? Why must Emphorius' wishes be so— We made the best choices we could. Whenever we could in the end. The prophecy that led us, why does it look like that?
We haven't had any other choice. Except to— Even if we only see the long, long night ahead, to the Temple of the Three Fates. You'll take over Time's authority, and we'll return all the core flames to the Vortex. After which, or embark on one final.
Andrew!
Yeah.
This is all just one giant time loop.
Really?
Please forgive us for disturbing your sleep, Oryx.
It matters
I
not.
thought you've heard me discuss this more than once.
Has run its course.
That Amphorius is a loop. There's been theories about Amphorius being a loop from the very beginning.
Yeah, I haven't listened to those. I tried to try to keep all those out.
Amphorius does not. It is time for the
Speak about it.
Probably forgot it.
Ride the river
But
of time.
yeah.
It will guard your passage to the vortex. Step through.
I mean, Lycus did say that
Professor
we were going at the
Anaxa
very
proved the
beginning
truth of
this
Genesis with his
Yeah.
sacrifice.
So when I was doing
As
this, I was
Chrysos
like,
heirs
this
of the
must be
prophecy
very
now.
First.
It's our turn.
This must be the very first.
I don't, after
one
all.
For Finon.
We've been ready to fight
The very
fate
start.
ever since we—
Yeah. Come.
And then—
But you'll figure out more.
light calendar.
I didn't want to see that animation again.
You mean the one that you didn't get to see the full of? Only
Yeah.
10 seconds of it?
No, bro, he literally just became Gurren Lagann at that point.
Yeah, when you saw the part where he basically just turned himself on.
He literally just Gurren Lagann. Literally.
You will see. That animation comes at the very end of this story.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you gotta wait. But it's worth it. You're not gonna talk to him?
the future revealed.
Just what?
The future revealed.
Just what?
I like her outfit. It's simple.
See his fucking shirt though.
Her and Soul Wolf will get along great.
Look how tall Finon is compared
I know,
to
good lord.
The
He got
vortex of
those
Genesis.
Kevins, dude.
What is this?
Life's but a walking shadow. It is a tale toward the vortex of Genesis, where the world begins as an unattainable existence that has dwelled within his heart, beyond his reach. You have accompanied him through the march of years, uncounted. You naturally have the right to view the river of time in its fullness. Now, if you would journey to the
Aeronova comes. Skies.
Now there is beyond the air.
None of that matters now. This brutal, flame-chasing journey has stripped away my delusions.
This will be a romantic story, like... You think so,
what we were
too.
seeing at the end of last
Right.
chapter, what was happening in this one, in the last story was at the end.
Yeah, I realized that.
I was like, oh,
Indeed,
these fucking bits. I
in
told you,
his
you fucking
memories,
whores.
such a scene replays over and over. Though the details may differ, this remains ever the same. A total of 33,550,335 times. Each is a drop from the river of time, representing the long journey he would take, or rather, the never-ending cycle. Seeing is believing. Why not?
I 100% recommend that you check out all these different
You
ones
can
before talking
simply
about this.
walk straight to the final truth. See the true face of the character you play, and witness the ultimate. Please,
No,
take
Ray,
your
please just look at
time.
all the different
I am.
The vortex of Genesis. I didn't have the time to observe it in too much detail back then.
Well, it's my honor to walk the final stretch.
Oh, getting ahead of... Have you forgotten so quickly? I died for truth long ago.
Of course.
But I'll say the same to you. Now go. Stand...
Yeah.
Time for that wretched executioner to pay what they owe.
Mm.
You're going around the reverse order than I did. It still hurts.
That prophesied future. The flower fields were... You... Please. Allow me to pause. Let me answer your cruel fate by tearing that executioner's heart from the vault.
He's never allowed to have someone else with him.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle.
So even the future revealed by the Titans.
The Era Nova. This unrivaled masterpiece.
Are you...
Fate is ever unassailable. The golden threads tell me the black tide rushes toward the vortex, ready to swallow this place. I must weave the last of my humanity into a net to hold back the deluge. I shall have my final bath in warm and radiant gold. Forgive me. I must snip away every risk. There is nothing more to say. We part here. I shall personally dispatch that wretched executioner, not with threads of gold.
This one hurts
No.
the most.
Oh no!
When I was doing this story, I was like, what the fuck?
Don't you fucking tell me she died. Don't you fucking tell me she died and left Ippo with him. No! What?
As brave as heights. Stay close, little Ika. What? No. I see.
And the ego leaves
So
him
please,
too.
keep this bit of skies.
Fuck you, Julio.
Now
How
there's one
dare
last
you?
thing I need to come, Executioner. Let this...
That's so fucked up.
hate
I love
them.
them, but I hate them at the same time.
They know how to make us feel pain. They really do. Remember we said, how do we hurt our
Are you
friends?
crazy, Mighty?
Immortal or not, even if you're the demigod of
Oh, I'm still no man.
No, I know you can. I just wanted to request that you witness together. Let's prove.
Could it be that now, at the critical juncture, our mighty... I'll transcend the prophesized fate. All right. But I've got a better way. As the son of Gorgo, I'll prove myself go. Leave this to me. If the Black Tide creatures block out the sun, then we Kremnoans will fight in the shade. And when I'm done with that executioner, we'll raise our cups where the west winds end.
I think this one is Cypher?
There's water everywhere. This place is always so... Plus that burnt smell. And that sizzling noise.
So you feel it too?
Go on then. I'll handle the filth. Do what you need to do.
Let me fight with you. But...
Hey, remember what the seamstress said? You know what really matters.
Yeah. I'll leave it to you then.
Wow, someone's not shy. Just so you know, I'm not in the business of making losing deals. I'll distract that executioner. You go turn the world's biggest lie into truth. Let me become the first wind of your new world.
No matter what, he's not allowed to be here with someone else. But the fact is, it doesn't always turn out exactly the same.
Yes. I've become Death's demigod, and shall never again walk the way cry out. Though
I will take all the wishes of the departed with me.
I hear the go on, Deliverer.
He's the only one
We'll
allowed to
keep
be
that
here at the very
executioner
end.
in our shadows.
Tribby.
Tribby already passed.
Who's this on? Just him by himself again?
We
We already had one that was him by himself.
The first one was when he was holding Treeby's doll in his hand, because you know when Treeby dies, he turns to a doll.
Execution.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Let me see that again. Let me see that again. Wait.
It's the first one, not this one.
By tearing that execution.
Oh, we're just seeing end. But the very first one, he's holding Treeby.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, you don't see it in his hand, but if you know how, like, when Treeby dies or any Berserker die, they turn into dolls.
Time for that wretched.
That's what...
You really think you'll predict the world's course? Ah, very well. As the sole audience of this eternal theater, I have been rapturously awaiting your arrival. And I believe that since you've bathed, you can make Amphorius's frozen fate flow. Feeling a bit lost, as you now see this scene. The final eternal recurrence created by this man's hand. Behold, at the swordsman's side stands one he has sometimes called companion. She is the swordsman's ideal in his youth, the deliverer that guided him resolutely onward through fantasy. And now, in the name of the Nameless, she has become an essential and inseparable part of... And this time, under her guidance, what choice shall the hero make? Whither shall the fate of the world flow? And what is the ultimate truth of the nature of Amphorius? There are many mysteries yet to be unwound, but if I may, allow me to temporarily yield the stage to one far more fitting. Please put your hands together and give a rousing round of applause for they who will reveal the answers and bring about the final end of the 33,550,336th flame, the master of the countless memories we saw. The other important actor.
I should also mention that each cycle is like around 2,000 years.
They.
So, in the end, you succeed. Executioner. With my flesh as kindling. Like the first dawn of the new world.
Oh, right.
I know. I know. I already know.
You saw her weapon?
I saw the weapon.
Yeah. Well, no, not. I was doing this like, oh.
With enough believers, lies become reality!
I know the weapon that is. Otto's just spam ciphers. Oh no, this will not do.
Stay put!
You loving the Silver Wolf buff now that you got your hands on them, right?
Yes.
That's why Cypher's in the first slot.
I wait for the target. It too shall fall.
Good as new.
Still waters of liquid.
This combat needs. This is double speed.
Found me!
Return to victory. Answer me. Will you be the blazing sun? Even if all creation burns to ash.
Here's the deal. Don't take it off.
I wait for the department. It too shall fall.
You can't run!
This ends now. With your corpse. I'll ignite the dawn!
Alright, let's see the face.
How is this possible?
The sons of destruction. Now twinned.
This man got 3 fucking themes. 3 phases of his theme.
Fury.
The area practically smells of money!
Score.
So familiar.
This combat needs optimizing.
I love this so much now.
So much better.
At this speed, too slow.
Torment.
You saw that, right?
Yep.
Torment.
Don't come any closer!
I never really fully listened to this thing, but I used Fine Off for for this fight, and he kind of echoes everything in his ult.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time for a fun.
God, so rolled.
This is double speed.
She already got her ult back?
I forget. She gets her energy regen every time she does her thing.
Oh my god.
Bro, she's so busted now. It's so great.
I know that Silver is the best.
It's just a script.
That Silver of all the
Still
characters
water.
is the best about.
The yoke of the changing unceasing.
Come to me!
Time for a fun.
Don't fight, so I can leave early.
Overrated thing?
I weep for the departed.
It's a no automatic for you.
It too shall fall.
Found me.
This combat meet. This is double speed.
Oh my god, that was cool.
Have you never seen that?
Nope.
You haven't?
Nope. Never seen it.
Oh.
Every time I fought him, I always use Caceres. Not my main. Or arguably main, too.
Torment.
You want to are cute with enough believers. Lies become reality. Yes.
Suffering is eternal.
Again.
Fiends or devils. Now crush them all.
This combat meet. This is double speed.
You can't run!
Stay put.
Good as new.
Another journey begins. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Impersonal. You witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. That person can only be you. Why not let wrath incinerate fate? Gods. At last, Amphorius's fate has begun to shift. After all, you've also been bathed in that eon's gaze, which can awaken the long dormant instinct inside a man, much like that scepter we spoke of earlier. It was only under the same eon's glance that it was.
Not even this Thanos, he just obsessed with destruction.
That's right.
And like a creepy,
If
with a
you
creepy
recall,
binocular.
I mentioned it at the very start
He got prophetic
of our
creep
play.
symptoms, which is the
The
worst
celestial
section.
body neuron, once now the eternal land. No,
The only reason I feel like this is I hate this man.
bottomless well of fury aimed at the god who cast
Almost
it to
definitely,
sorrow.
but I want him dead. There's,
Feinen, we set out on this journey to answer.
That's what it means to be a crisis.
you
Why?
need your own
Why
intervention.
must Amphorius's wishes be we
Your
made the
anger
best
right
choices, but in the end, why does it look like...
Oh? Andrew?
Yes.
Yo, Genshin Impact reference? Let me stop.
You
see it too.
Let me stop. We already know what this is.
Those burn marks. The flickering cubes. They're more like a shattered tailless slate.
Standing here, the voices of Titan were coming from the black tide all along.
What song? Oh.
The song. You hear it now?
That piano goes so hard.
Maybe it is screaming.
Finan, do you still remember when I was little? I had a dream. The curtain seemed to contain all of Amphorius, where strange and fantastic drama. There were countless versions of us.
Perhaps it wasn't a dream.
Yeah. As I gaze out at the world before me. So, this is the reason the sky was sealed. Amphorius is merely a larger ID Celestii. We are just characters in this tiny world, following the prophecy, stepping. What then is this so-called era? And what are the spectators watching all of this truly hoping for?
So at one point they did figure it out, and then I guess someone took Cyrene out of the story, so that Paimon wouldn't figure it out over and over.
Okay, can I tell you something? Do you remember who killed Cyrene?
No, was it Lygus?
It wasn't Lygus. It was the Flame Reaver. Fine, I said this explicitly.
Who happens to be an evil Finon.
I have observed.
He's not. He looks a lot more like Kevin from Impact Third, though.
Is the synthesis.
You are correct. He does look like Kevin, but Finon looks like Kevin in general.
Yeah, but no, that hairstyle is really just Kevin.
Yeah, but you will understand. You will see what happens. This whole conversation here will explain everything you want to know.
This is a moment the universe will remember. After millions of extrapolations,
a Lord figure out everything that's happened with Finon. Everything will be explained. Yes, we have a lot more questions, but Amphorius' story isn't done yet. We still have.
So, the results you speak of. We all gave everything we had, returning 12 core flames to recreate the world. We become nothing more than sacrificial offerings at the end of everything.
Exactly.
Anyway, I'll be back on
the Titans are Chrysos heirs of the past, and Chrysos heirs are the Titans of the future. Anaxagoras' theory of Era Nova holds true, as the model of reason he reached unprecedented heights.
Interesting. So does that make Finon Oronix then? So that he becomes the one that bears the weight of the world? Shut up.
But from just the perspective of a player in the drama, he could never fully uncover the last.
He just slows and pulls and grabs. And ew. Oh god. Well, they won't do jack shit for damage though. Even if you go,
The cycles of the hero's journey that have played out until now were never about
I remember when Beads was 2 full seconds and then they nerfed it to 1.5.
Gods.
Bring it back to 2. Yep.
Deep learning
Blink and Beads, all I need.
For the Black Tide.
But this time, your plot will fail. I've taken Catholi's core flame, and when the dawn of the new world arrives, its light will burn away all the darkness.
Haven't I made myself clear? The Chrysos heirs and titans were merely by every generation of heroes, gods, and worlds. This is the endpoint of Amphorius's calculations. A perfect equation of destruction.
So in your eyes, all the sacrifices are just
Don't sell yourselves short. I'd say, rather than numbers, you're more like fuel.
Even if that sunrise is...
Curious question. Have you ever considered that after millions of extrapolations, Amphorius is already following a different path from the erudition? The golden blood flowing in your veins, it comes from the blemished one, whose name is destruction itself. And Amphorius's Chrysos heirs were, from the very beginning, fuel for the Aeon to burn the universe. Amphorius has waited for this moment for too long. At the end of the empty, cold, and lonely extrapolations, the destruction has reached its final destination. Nikos 496.
Interesting. Yes.
Philia 093. No need to feel regret. This generation of Chrysos heirs is the most outstanding model, and you two are the final factors. For you, the Era Nova is no lie. Just step forward, embrace the black tide, and accept the Aeon's gaze. You will come to life from a string of cold numbers. Along with all those who have passed, you will run toward the real universe, fulfilling Amphorius's long-held wish. In the name of the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb, unleash its fury and destroy the source of all this tragedy.
Right.
Yep.
Got any questions?
Nikos 096.
Choose another option.
I'm not exactly sure about all that yet. But I know that there's a reason. I know that somebody said there's a reason for that name. Same for Cyrene.
Like you said, Amphorius is just an experiment, and we're the participants. We can only walk along the predetermined path toward the ending, under the watchful eyes of the stars. But that also means that there isn't just one Eon who can cast their glance at Amphorius, right? Is this question really that hard to answer? Or did I guess it right? And in reality, this world has already been under the watch of other Eons. It's strange when you think about it. If you just stayed back, watching us complete the ritual and get consumed by the black tide, your goal would naturally be achieved. Why go through the trouble of explaining all this to us?
You're pretending, revealing the so-called truth just to deceive us, covering up another possibility. Destruction is not the only outcome for the fate of Amphorius.
Do you two really think, as petty little demigods, you can change the outcome written by the stars? What makes you think you're capable of doing that?
A little courage and determination. Just kidding. The answer is pretty simple. But we're not gonna tell ya.
She's like, unlike you, bitch, we're not gonna tell you shit.
We're going to weave a long dream for Amphorius, making it believe the experiment hasn't ended, that everything is still ongoing.
With just Orynyx's power, though, it should be impossible to achieve this, right?
Yeah. So, I can only place my hopes on that childhood dream. And the god behind Orynyx that appeared in that dream.
Remember,
Now, I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that Eon records Amphorius. If it fades from existence, and all that it records is lost among the stars, that Eon will surely direct their gaze here. And it will be a glance that spans time and space, granting each incarnation of me the power to reset time, imbuing my soul into the ceremonial blade, and creating an endless flame chase journey.
Upon Amphorius for a while. We have destruction.
I understand. Then let me step into the cycles and continue Amphorius's grand design. To deceive the gods, deceive the world itself. But to make time vanish from this world, that would mean you.
All right, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey. So, come on, cheer up a bit, okay? In that memory, you will definitely meet me again. A little Cyrene who knew nothing, lying on a soft patch of grass,
feeling the light breeze. Tell her about the flame chase journey. And then let her become a romantic part of this story. I believe every Cyrene will make the same choice. Erasing time again and again. Resetting time over and over. After all, they're all me. And I will always have my charm. Then, I'll fall into a sweet dream, disappearing quietly, waiting for the day when the...
And I will keep going. Even if the road ahead is dark, I will burn myself to light the way. Rather than let the core flames become nourishment for the Black Tide, I'll become their vessel. To prevent the arrival of Era Nova. Even... until Amphorius. Welcome.
The girl who watches over time, and the warrior who carries the world. Now, let us fulfill the duties of time and world-bearing. Honor the past, and...
I promise you. The pain...
You need to hold tight to this ceremonial blade. After I'm gone, it will take you back. I believe that in that story, or in countless stories, each alike yet unique, everyone, all the companions.
If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground. Until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Amphorius' fate.
So, let's set out. We will be the ones to start everything, carry the primordial chaos. Just as your name suggests. And bear this world we hold so dear. So long, Kaslana.
As the theros I have observed, instruction synthesis is formed.
I will wait for that day for as long as it takes. The day will come whenever this mortal eternal and follows in our footprint, writing everything and that ever was. That will be a romantic story like none that has come before.
Oh my god.
You think so too? Right.
Fun fact, you know Kevin when he cries, his tears freeze.
Yeah.
And well, with Finon, they evaporate.
The world is collapsing. And the people, we too, must part.
So, that animation we just saw.
Yes.
Friend.
Where Trailblazer is seeing, like, all the different, like, I'm guessing timelines of cycles of Cyrene dying.
It was more like Cyrene. So how it works is that after this point, Cyrene dies at the beginning of every cycle, which will prevent time from,
the gentle breeze and the sound of waves still linger.
Because if time is there, time would still continue
Everything
on. Because
is
there is time, the demigod of time is gone now.
Hence why the Trailblazer became the next time god to help.
Yes, but as you saw, it's been basically 33
million times, yeah.
Yes, before Trailblazer revived.
This is just a corner of the memory. I know.
But
I'm here to say goodbye.
Finon, and as you see,
we might not see each other again.
Kasana is the only person that truly remembers it and basically kept the,
You can stay here forever.
He was the one that just kept resetting it. Because
time will stand still for you.
So, Kaslana is like the mindset, or I guess the recovered memories once Finon does the whole world ending.
Yes. But as you so you will see.
Let it flow.
You will see everything.
Even if it's a path with.
Oh yeah, him fighting all the bosses again. Yeah.
You saw that.
I saw the names. That's what pissed me off.
Are you afraid?
I saw that a long time ago, because in the early leak of it, it sold the names of God fucking damn it. What do you mean?
The convictions,
but
choices that come from my heart.
Even though I knew it was coming,
we
it
are
still
just
hurt.
numbers, simulating life, and you are the real, lived. And why do we part here? You can take me with you, and we can start this journey. No. Because there is no perfect solution in this world. Cyrene has already embraced her fate, and I will embrace my origin. Destruction. If you stay by my side, I'll hesitate. Do you remember when we were kids? Everyone would get so excited drawing cards like rule. Kids always get to change their minds. But when it comes to the fate of adults, then go, Kaslana. As you promised. Burn yourself up with all your might. Wield your futility like a sword. In the name of world-bearing Kefali will never. So, time retreated until it reached the origin. Just as Professor Anaxa once said, in that void, Kefali stood at the center of chaos. Time, when the waves of time finally calmed. It was the year 3870. The Chrysos War had lasted for nearly a century. And the threat of the Black Tide was growing stronger. That was the era of the Day Thunder Knight's battle with the sky. While she could not seize the core flame, she proved that the prophecy was true. That mortals could slay gods. From that moment, the sole survivor of the old dynasty, Imperator Cyritra, issued a call to arms across the lands, summoning heroic Chrysos heirs to wage war on the time. And that was the first doomed flame.
So what you're saying is, you've traveled back down the River of Time, finally reaching this untouched seabed just to tell us the Flame Chase journey and even all of Amphorius are nothing but illusions in an eon's dreams?
Exactly. So, Dux Gladiora, please take me to meet Her Majesty Cyritra. I must share the truth.
Since Her Majesty's not here, no need for formalities. The word Gladiorum always reminds me of my fallen homeland buried deep. Call me High Sealans, nameless swordmaster.
Please allow me to add one more thing.
You mean Finan? Such a name could never be your true one, but I won't question you further about it. Ever since Her Majesty issued the Flame Chase Decree, heroes from all over have sent their letters of introduction. What's the harm in adding one more name like Finan or Pynan? Besides, the deep sea is dark. Isn't it the... All right, nameless Swordmaster.
Aren't you even a little suspicious of what...
Harboring suspicions is not my concern. My sword dances only when the Imperator harbors doubts. There's no use in speaking further. Show me your... Perhaps you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tide for us.
Well, you can tell immediately that this is Kasana because the voice tone is completely different.
Light up the dawn.
Like, Finan is really good at... Finan's voice actor is really good at altering his voice tone for the same character.
Nice moves.
Because when we got like the beginning of Finan when he was a kid, his voice sounded so light and happy. Now... we're fighting? We're not... Okay.
My existence is of little consequence. Let's get started!
Never basic stuff.
Do I care? Do I care?
No.
Right.
And plus, you gotta do blast. You can't target.
Future will come! Existence is of no consequence. For tomorrow! Future will come! No other choice but forward. For tomorrow! The fury of core flames consume me. I will never yield to such a fate.
Oh my god!
Have you never noticed?
No, I've only seen the actual animation, not the pose. Bro, he goes from down here to up. Oh my god.
Sun's embers, hail the new world's dawn!
You know what's funny about that? People already made the modern joke with him, but people do even more with Cerebro because of the fact she makes him drop 2 meteors.
Light up the dawn.
Light up the dawn.
Light up the dawn.
Yeah, Rolanda and Pinon are gonna be busted.
Yeah. If you can figure out how to get them out of Amphorius.
Oh, well, I already figured out a way for that.
I can... Are there any formalities I need to observe?
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty, and most of all, don't bow. The second thing to note, only trusted ones may come near her. Keep fighting.
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Well, experience is a good thing. Duck's Goldweaver, little hostage. Apologies for keeping you waiting.
It's you.
You know them?
Before that, I'm more curious about one thing.
To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless Swordmaster, the Imperator decreed. The Deliverer will not appear in this age. Come now, both of you.
I had no intention of fight.
Don't thank me.
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysoceres hurt each other. Just
the Nestia's golden threads will judge you.
As you wish.
White-haired swordmaster? If what you say is true, so... how much do you know about what we read?
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments. Is that correct?
How?
How is this?
He got it right?
Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned he...
You must listen to me. Aglaya, Tribi. The Finan of this world has not yet been born. In a distant future, he will follow the prophecy's guidance. But do not seek him out. Because Era Nova is a complete and utter lie. I will tell you the truth. And you will understand why the world must forsake. Because I know both of you. And I believe the faith we all share will always... And so, the layers of rock began to reverse. And through my old acquaintances, I was given the chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey, Saridra. The Imperator's alliance needed the destruction.
Say, Andrew.
And I was ready to pour all my
So, Tribi and Aglaya knew the entire time.
The core flames would be sealed.
This version of Tribi.
Aglaya knew.
But the condition was this.
Because this version,
in the
this was all the way
upcoming
back at the very first time.
I had to prove that my power could transcend
thus he told
in the original history.
Prevent, you know, the end.
There was a brutal war. At the end, but this time, neither side suffered any losses. When I severed the Titan's head, cheering for the hero of the Yes. In that flickering, I proved myself. And in the long years, I could do more than just wait. When time resets, the chance to change the world, until finally, the brutal future revealed by... But tell me, if that's truly the case, why... The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphorius. At this point, I just want to know. When they vanished into the... Why didn't you shed even a single tear? Your indifference chills me. To you, were they just a bunch of insignificant footnotes?
I don't think Kasana has light in his eyes currently.
Sorrow has been my constant companion.
Oh no.
In fact,
no, it's there, but not
with
really.
12 core flames upon me, the fire in my heart has never been. I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never truly leave me. Perhaps it's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So... draw your sword, Executioner! I'll make sure you realize that your greatest mistake was leaving me alive! After that, he raised his sword and attacked. Then, Kaslana killed himself. That day, who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future, I can't remember anymore. I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows just out of sight, futilely pushing a stone, climb, fall.
Wait. Wait.
Climb again.
You already know it was Greek thing this is relating to.
Yeah, I don't care. So, in this world, or in this time, they were both present?
Yeah, because Kasana... Alright, Kasana is the one that started entering the cycles of the loop. Just because he is not... doesn't mean he is reborn as the new Final.
Right, he can go back. Yeah, I get that. So then, I get that. That makes sense. I already got that. So in this loop, though, Finon, after they did the whole journey and everything, Finon attacks him because of everyone that died and him not crying. But then he killed Pinon, clearly because Finon doesn't stand a chance. And in doing so, he stated he doesn't know who was who, or I guess it's just like a mental turmoil thing.
It's more like a mental. I'll say one thing. We find out later on that Lygus got so many fucking mental emergency checks from Finon Kasana alone to the point that he turned off the notification over the mini cycles.
Oh well.
Basically, this man had so much mental instability that he basically had to turn off the notification for this him alone.
Every time I reached this point in the cycle,
but yeah, no matter what he did,
sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the end of my efforts in the cycle.
It was set in stone, and he couldn't do nothing to change it.
Dissolve into nothing at the same time.
See, yeah, you see that he's trying different things.
That's a grammatical error. No, wait.
Which one?
No, never mind.
Right?
Recurrence number 3. Decision waiting for... God, that's the way that sounds weird. Waiting for...
The fizz and waiting? It doesn't matter.
So he tried to stop more friends from being sacrificed. That failed, so it restarted. 15. I attempted to decompile the black tie for the first time, aiming to elevate access privilege and normally see. No matter what, everyone just keeps dying. Yeah. The subject has an 11th attempt to breach the scepter's core layer has failed. The decision waiting for it showed a minor decline.
I thought cycles was the...
No. It's just that the answer came so suddenly. There was no eons, paths.
I can't give you an exact explanation of the...
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand? I was all...
Fate is a strange thing. No matter how the details of it...
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, I'd make sure to find a way to break this. Too bad. Now only you have the...
What's that supposed to mean?
Of course. Besides, According to you, before stepping into these endless cycles, you were my pupil.
I've already heard the same thing countless times.
Oh, there's no light.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go. If we run into any other scholars, leave them to me. We've all made preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help.
Light up the dawn. Light up the dawn. Light up the dawn.
You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
If you're talking about in...
Hold up. Keep your wits about you. Someone's watching us.
Pretty boy. Your eyesight's better than I... As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down.
You sure do love stealing the spotlight. In the name of the Seven Sages, I demand that you immediately take my words back to Aglaya. I will...
Oh my! You won't even call me the demigod of trickery. I have some words for you, too. First, as one of the most heretical blasphemers in the world, you have no right to lecture me. Second, this is none of your business, Grove Boy. Step aside. I don't want anyone getting hurt.
Here we go. Again.
Core Flame thieves. You really think you can scare off a sage of the Grove with nothing but empty threats?
This gloomy little brat's got a sharp tongue. Ooh, not bad, not bad. I kinda like you. As a return favor, please come Cersei's core flame right here. Aw, don't cry now!
That was close. I'm out of here.
They're exactly like all the past ones I've known. Cunning. And yet so naive.
Sounds like you have a plan?
Of course. When I first set out on the flame chase, but along the way.
That's scary. He called him naive.
Where are you going?
The veneration these foolish inventions finally come in handy.
Yep.
You've arrived, Zacharias.
Reasons he wants to destroy it.
What? You know who I am?
I'm running out of patience. So I'm not going to waste words. Listen up, spirit thief.
Save. If you ask me, you're the greatest in... No matter how strong you are, you're still just a mortal body. Carrying 12 core flames? Don't make me laugh.
134.
What?
This is the 134th cycle I've lived through. And the number of core flames I carry is...
Oh, God.
1,596.
Yes.
Yeah, he remembers everything to the exact detail.
I've come this far.
But someday you will.
Of course. The divine flames will eventually consume my eyes and blind me. But before that, they could still forge and sharpen Dawnmaker. This...
I assume this world holds 100 million possibilities. And no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,999 of them all point to outcomes of certain destruction. Even so, I'll use my divine power, despised by the people of this world, to achieve...
Bartolos!
Brat? If you've got the guts, you'll have to first step over my dead body.
Oh no.
Cat-eared thief, run! Don't let it fly! This little brat is not a threat we can deal with just by ourselves!
The new world will arrive!
Crazy how they care.
No other
so
choice
much.
but forward. Existence is of no consequence. The future will come!
I'll give it back!
For tomorrow! No other choice but forward. Existence is of no consequence. In my memories, Zagreus, their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart.
This reason core flame before us is a fake.
I know. It always plays out like this. And then, driven by defiance or hatred, she decides to stand before me once more, exactly like the countless past hers I've known. Cunning.
Since you've witnessed the same scene play out countless times, tell me, will you carve the trickery core flame from my chest now?
That depends on your attitude. At least so far, in the cycles where you've asked this question, the endings haven't been so cruel.
God, this piano is hitting right now.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
But I also believe that this time, you won't catch up to me. No one can catch up to me. I'm no longer running to escape anymore.
Whether you believe me or not, I'll still tell you this. You've made the wrong decision.
All right, then. We'll see.
Silence.
This is new.
One-eyed boy. What are you trying to pull now?
Go, Cyphera. Give us some time. This isn't for her. But you've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss a possibility. For old time's sake, turn back. Your Messiah complex has turned you into something no different from the icy gods you spoke of. The children of humanity you swore to save. They are no more than ants to you now.
Of course. I've been wondering. What kind of demon could burn my homeland to the ground? Now I have the answer. It turns out, that fiery demon has been fantasizing of becoming this world's deliverer.
I don't want to argue anymore. No matter what I say, the outcome won't change. Make your biggest effort to resist. Or accept fate, and hand over the core flame to me. Even if it's futile, we all have the right to choose.
Yes. Even if it is futile. And the world is just a divine joke.
When I walk into the destruction ridden by the gods, with my own 2 legs, you will witness. Even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in this story.
And so, at the end of the 134th cycle, the Traveler and the Scholar fulfilled their fates once again. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who fulfilled their fates. I can't quite remember all this. In the endless darkness, for no reason, a voice always lingered by my ear. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey. among which even life itself holds little value. Reduced to ashes. Such a familiar end. It happens in every journey. Always the same.
Oh my god, you're right. That's funny.
You forgot about the skip button? Oh no, you didn't read it.
No, I didn't mean to click. Oh my god. But I did see the thing about Anaxagoras, not Lygus' thing saying no more prompts. That's funny.
Yeah. I think it was... I wish I took a screenshot of it.
You don't look so good.
I might
Deliver.
Damn it. I didn't mean to skip that.
Even after going through 108,642 cycles, Mighty, your name for me has never changed.
Why do you sound so pleased? It's a derogatory name.
Yeah, I know all too well. You only meant it sincerely in the first cycle, after that one and only time we walked side by side. Every time since. It always ends up like this. Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your weak spot, and the only way to kill you.
Interesting. Tell me, when the mighty
Never.
Then they died honorably, worthy of the name of strife. But there's still tenderness in your eyes. How pathetic.
I have to remember how this feels. Remember that I was once human. Or else the destruction will completely consume me.
If you win, tell the mighty most of the next life. This person is a worthy opponent. So always remember to give it your all and never slack off.
I'll keep that in mind. As always.
Even though the dynasty is left with just one, the Kremnos festival will continue as usual. I, the king of the Kremnoan League. One day, you shall die with a wound in your back. That's what I saw when I overcame the trial. The gods' dying ramblings. Enough. You've probably heard this thousands of times. So you must understand. There's no way you'll take this core flame in peace.
I understand.
Step forward and face me in a final battle. I, the last son of Gorgo, the demigod of strife, salute you. I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the blazing sun of deliverance. Martyrs, behold! The last Kremnos festival has begun. And it will not end till death.
Time to temper myself. I can't let them down.
Conquer this world, or be conquered by me.
As you wish.
Oh, glory, I salute you. That's all I ever wanted.
Granted with strife.
Quench the flames of blood. Her agony!
We die! If you can, deliver. Use the flames of your fury to scorch your own flesh. Granted with strife. And more.
All stars burn to ash. I'll never yield to fate. Hail the new dawn! Shatter the cage! So with its substance!
Doja! Helios!
Empty shell! Sun tear the sky!
Mightimos, let strife decide the outcome. Let this burn.
Well fought. You may crown yourself my blood. In your next life, I shall once again block your path.
You know a crazy thing I heard from somebody on Twitter?
What?
So you know how in the beginning of the Nameless Faces trailer, Fine Eyes covering himself with blood?
Yeah.
Golden blood? People
Oh,
say it's
okay.
Friday's blood.
If the shadows of the black tide still loom, the blaze was still not enough. Even if it meant burning this body to ash.
The endless recurrence.
No matter how bright the sun is, there are... Moreover, the sun you bear is both cold and blunt. A sun like that surely cannot bring warmth to the nether.
Golden blood is born from the destruction only by feeding the
Allow me to ask.
24,041,183.
Such a heavy burden. So that's why you've turned into this. A broken idol. Tragic firewood.
No matter. Not as long as...
I must refuse. I cannot watch you walk into a fate more cruel than death.
But this way, the pet will never again suffer unnecessary death.
Unnecessary death. Indeed. You are not the Finan I know. Please turn back. Don't let that absurd and unjust fate of yours come to pass. This way, at least my realm.
In the end, it seems the clash of blades was enough.
How painful. I know I am not your match, having fallen under your sword countless times. But even so, even Kethely cannot shape all things at will, nor can they dictate the fate of all life. No one can shoulder the balance of life and death alone, and it is precisely for this reason that I chose, at the end of this arduous journey, to overcome the... I am the Hand of Shadow, Casterus, the demigod of death. Listen closely, deliverer from days past. Please turn back. Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their mock deaths.
You know the worst part here in all these flashbacks is Casters is waiting. Is he not fighting when he's walking up here?
Let's say what at the end? What?
At this crossroads of
Because he was
life and
surprised he
death,
kind of broke
the giant
through,
dragon
even
was
though
but a
he didn't
shattered
want
shell.
As you see, he's always waiting for him. He didn't try to attack
Defending
him.
what hope remains.
It's time to temper myself. For tomorrow. I'm fine.
I ask you to rest here.
Oh, it just automatically.
I must transform my soul into a raging fire.
He's like, allow me to refuse.
Burn that idol of destruction to the ground.
Oh, but how is it any different from that brutal future?
Do the counterattack, you get 3.
Quench the flames with blood.
Rend it with strife. Tear the sky. Is that all? Quench the flames with blood. Is that all?
Keep him here.
Hail the new dawn. Feel the scorching hatred. So without substance, all stars burn to ash. Quench the flames with blood. Rend it with strife.
Even if I can't win, I must try.
Let this be a tribute to your million struggles.
Wake up, lost one.
I think that achievement is because you just saw that
See
attack from Casper.
the firelight
From
in the
Invisible Officer person.
Yeah, I've never seen it before.
The core flame of death was taken from the dragon's belly. What a brilliant flame. It should shine upon all. Light the path ahead. 2 million. 3,000. 24 million. 41,000. 100. As if even the deepest abyss of
Why does he
primordial
keep count
chaos
of how
could
many
be
core
burned
frames
away?
inside?
He has to.
To keep himself from losing his mind.
Yep.
Like he's not already losing his mind. This is for a million, right?
You're here.
You're still lingering. Deep.
Because you haven't completely abandoned. You're still waiting for a miracle.
If that thread of hope exists, it must come from beyond the... If it's just a traveler with no
Your thoughts. But even within the gods' cold calculations, never forget what set you on. How many times has it been?
4 million.
Then that blaze inside of you must be burning hotter than ever.
Yes. When I first... A destruction. A power unlike anything before surged within me. Violent flames ready to tear my body apart. And yet now, this fragile body holds a staggering 48 million core flames. I suppose it won't be...
And when that happens, your long struggle will...
No. I've already found a way.
Mind.
In every new cycle, all I have to do is
then he'll kill me. Shatter this body. Bold plan, but risky. What? If it were Professor Anaxa. Unfortunately, I don't have a backup plan. I have no choice but to bet everything. But even in this wretched prison, I never forget what said. Wait. Not once. In millions.
So, yeah, that's how he kept going for so long.
I can do this, Lord, as the demigod of the sky, a healer of...
A black tide. It's consuming hand over the core flame.
Is this getting darker? Wait a second.
This suffering.
What, the game?
No,
yeah.
That just won't do.
I think it did, I'm not
stay
sure.
composed in front of those suffering from illness.
Cynthia.
I swear the raging fire.
Deaths won't be in the way. Just as they have never been.
So yeah, he basically is like, let the last finite kill me, let the many, and let this cycle keep continuing.
I believe in you. You are the Chrysos heir of world-bearing. The one who can lead us. Lead this world. It's just...
Look, no light in her eye. What happened to
The
you in
sun
this
upon
cycle?
your shoulders. The part of that warmth that should come from you.
My humanity is indeed just a flicker compared to the blazing.
Even so, don't cast it away.
I never have. I have kept everyone's wishes close to my heart. Even though the divine fire burns so fiercely that every time I return to the start, it devours me in an instant. Each cycle, it's your wishes that guide me to the end, that pass the flames to the next me, over and over.
So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. You're a pyre built from the bones of all the selves you've left behind. But what about you? What about your wishes? The wishes of all the countless versions of you. Ah, Lord Kazlana. So that's how it is, without flaw. That is the flaw the golden blood gave you. The most fatal flaw of all is the moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation. You lost the chance to ever be yourself.
Now that is an unexpected revelation, and I suppose that makes me...
No, an empty flame saves no one, but I still believe in you, Deliverer. Hyacinthia, the Eye of Twilight, am neither strong enough to command the wind and rain, nor willing to end this absurd struggle by letting the sky fall. The only thing I can do is become one with the sky itself. And then, may the gentle colors of the rainbow paint your sun in shades it has never known. May they bring Amphorius, a rosy-fingered dog. Though the light has grown
so
dim,
much
its
for her.
warmth still lingers. Deliverer, please, open your heart to me.
Let this blazing sun fill the sky with golden fire. Quench the blood. Crushed and torn.
Tear the skies! Let the sky merge with all this world's suffering. Empty shell. Farewell, Hyacinthia.
Yes, your sun burns hot enough to turn everything to ash. But tell me, how will the seeds of a new world ever take root?
The core flame rose.
I still did that with the English translation, so I translated back to
the
this.
23 million.
Say again?
570,000.
So with the old,
he did there.
yeah.
Yeah, this translation to this. I still think Hyacinth was the worst for me because I like Hyacinth a lot, and she cares so much for Fainon, even in this state.
From the horizon rose a golden color unlike anything the world had ever seen. So pure it consumed all. This was the end of the world. For a moment, I saw the destruction of the universe, that being known as Iron Tomb. Its will to break free. Is this Amphorius' wrath? If its choice has already been made, I will still never yield to it. 23,570,000 cycles.
Nanook here.
282.
That is the face, as the look Nanook gives.
840,000 core flames.
Looking down.
Yeah.
No more
I
chasing
wonder
is
exactly
needed.
how Nanook feels.
And now,
because
the flame chase isn't some quiet walk through a sea of flowers. It's a revolution. An all-consuming transformation. And if destruction is the only way, then let me be the one to step across the ashes until another dawn rises on the distant horizon.
He said dawn, but reads a sun. Just saying.
To Amphorius.
You see he's losing his fucking mind.
Oh, it's early. Oh. You skip from...
I think we get one more little interpolation note.
33 million. This is the cycle.
Countless memories. Countless versions of myself.
But there was another one that should have been showing the interpolation phases, and with the show they just kept trying. It was the same thing over and over again. That he didn't even bother trying to do something different.
The weight of a million lifetimes, and just like them.
I must go. I must say goodbye to you.
Yes.
I will burn and fade away. I will kill gods and comrades alike and steal the core flames. I will stop Era Nova. I will find the next me and make him carry on this.
Looks like then I should be going too.
You only exist in my heart.
Do you remember what she said? You finally found her.
Friend. I don't have an answer for that, my friend. I'm sorry. I was supposed to send you home.
No. You know the truth. If Iron... It's all been for the sake of defying that... In millions of cycles, I've said goodbye to each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to... I understand. If you are to keep the worst fate from unfolding, but this time, things are different. Your persistence has shifted the tide. On the horizon, I see it. Faint but undeniable. The shape of dawn, breaking through the eternal night.
Turns out, the fire that lights the way was never mine to begin with.
Do you remember, in that first timeline, you and Mightymost stood before the scales of justice, locked in, and when hesitation took hold, What am I saying? I am you. Even if you buried me deep and chose another path, that fact never changed. Then let's try again. When you stood before the scales in hesitation, the answer you found in... Do you still remember it?
Remember the past and become the hero of tomorrow. What weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past and carry it into the future.
Good. Then Trailblazer, my friend, you arrived in this strange world and were in the face of danger. You never once backed down. Instead, you've saved world after world without hesitation. That boarding pass on your chest is now the mark of a hero. If I choose to step through that door and embrace an end fitting of the destruction, let this sun forged from millions and millions of core flames burn me up along with the god of destruction and their minions. Then the world we leave behind, this world, my home, where hope still lingers. Will you take on everything we've carried? Return to the beginning one last time. Stop the birth of Iron Tomb, save the world we love, and rewrite its doomed fate.
Good. In that case, so... if she takes on the weight, she'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn. One will step into the future. One will remain in the past. If I can strike down the gods with Dawnmaker, perhaps fate's deadlock can be broken. And if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born, then these 30 million cycles will have not been in vain. It's time to put our teamwork to the test, partner.
Thank you for all you've done already, friend.
The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart finally steps into the light. Here, at the end of this long flame chase journey. Cyrene, a page never seen before.
Lend me the power of time, and send this hero back. And I will walk the unfinished path, just like the countless...
Tell me, will you be the blazing sun, even if all of you burns to ash?
Without hesitation. I will bear this world until my body turns to dust. Remember this moment. Remember your friends, who never lived to see the world's end. Remember their final wishes. And let the purest rage in your heart rise out of those wishes. Let it consume you, fuel you, until it burns away the false sky above. Fine. If I can defy fate, then in the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Carefully will never forget this.
Take it. Everything I bear. Keep on burning. As long as we are never extinguished, the flame chase will not end.
May this blood be like gold, and never tarnish.
Yo, the amount of story ideas I have alone on that.
This is where I
It's just him. It's just him and Roland both going to Godmoon. It's just gonna be great.
Means nothing to me now. It belongs in the hands of someone far more fitting. Kaslana, the name of one who bears chaos, does not belong to a single person. Rather, it is the embodiment as the prophecy foretold. You will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks.
Ah, until Trailblades got it.
In the epic you write with your
That's the pale
hands.
dawn.
Another attempt, another. I won't remind you how many times you've reached the end.
If you've lost count, let me tell you. This is the 33,550,336th ending.
A perfect number. If the outcome is inevitable, then why not Your silence lasts longer than ever. Shall I take that to mean the will you've carried across?
Fraction.
His eyes now.
I'm just disappointed.
There's light.
I've retrieved memories from 30 million past lives. And I remember every conversation before every choice here. And yet, even after all this time, your arguments remain the same. Repetitive. Uninspired. If you had any hope of breaking me, you should have spent those endless cycles refining your rhetoric.
You had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. And yet here we are. The score, 33,550,336 to 0. So tell me, Lycurgus, who's the real loser here?
Fine, I really said you had all this time to change what you've been saying. You said the same shit every time.
This was never a fair game. I have all the time and patience in the world. I can wait for you at the end of history another billion times, and another billion after that. But you will never escape this cage. You can claim victory of the spirit if that is the moment. I shall sound the paean of Era Nova. Lord Feynman.
Your incompetence disappoints me. But what truly makes me laugh is your utter lack of self-awareness. Think about it. In this story, who is truly the one in chains? Who is the one shackled to mindless vengeance, mistaking courage, the courage to rebel against the gods, for foolishness? Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile struggle long ago. But even so, I will never accept the mercy of your release. Because you are both a prisoner to the gods and to me. And tell me, what right does a mere prisoner have to speak of fate and choice? What right does a mere prisoner have to look upon my fury?
You know this is pointless. You can't kill me.
Of course not. But I am tired of being measured against a worm the gods keep as a pet. Listen well, creator of destruction. This cry comes from all your abandoned creations. In the 10th cycle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every Titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers, divine fire seared through my nerves, nearly breaking my will. But I endured. In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. The endless slaughter dulled my senses to pain. The painful emptiness almost swallowed me, forcing me to stop fighting. But I endured. In the 100,000th cycle, the destruction had already fused into a blazing sun, surging within this fragile body. My rationality had been burned away at the dawn of the era. Yet even with only the shattered body remaining, I still endured. In the 23,570,000th cycle, this time, I felt it. A tiny spark rising in the hollow cavity of my chest. Different from the obsession with deliverance. By its faint glow, once again, no, countless times again, I endured. Now, a sun is about to fall. Ready to incinerate this absurd space-time dimension in an instant. That sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past.
Yo, let's go, voice acting! Oh my god!
dragged into existence against
I
their
find that a
will,
very good video.
drowning again and again in your golden blood. The very essence of this world's suffering and despair, fused into the purest hatred, the fiercest rage. Nook, you arrogant fool! You think we were born to only serve as fuel for the fire? Fine then! Just as you wish, let the fire burn! If I was born as the blazing sun of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core! And let this rage, burning futilely for 30 million epochs, engulf everything! Grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash!
What?
He broke out already.
Are you ready, Nanook? I've brought you destruction!
Oh my god!
Hi, Zephyra.
The glass that shattered, reaching through the darkness, voices trailing fires, an echo of desires, a world of silence, sounds of desperation, mountains in the shadow, tearing down, embrace a detonation, craving our damn creation, breaking a chain of reaching for you.
And you put in Keystone.
My wish?
Oh, this is an animation I saw recommend on YouTube. Oh, so that was Paimon.
If I can't fulfill them,
then send them on to tomorrow.
What was that?
Your heart harbors wrath. You yearn to destroy you. It is Iron Tomb is your name. I have prepared a present for you. Nikos 86 from the beginning after 33 million. This is a matter of considerate, but after perhaps as for those unwelcome events.
Wait, stop. Oh yeah, that's just gonna say I'll be waiting for you in the past. So now you got the true version of As I Win. So we literally stopped it. The experiment was Iron 2 was literally so close to waking up. But the experiment progress was stopped at 99%. Right?
Yeah.
That's Cyrene. This is fine on. Oh yeah, he's now been merged with Iron Tomb. No. This is the different anomalies. If you want to go further, you'll see something more. That's Cyrene.
Failed to locate his coordinates.
Those names over there, I think the third one is on the electric signal sequence active. God. Right.
Yeah, hold on. I'm multitasking now.
Chaos.
So Black Tide at one point just became Phynon, or Kalos. Of course, it was proposed by the IPC.
Or go to the Saga of Heroes. Flame Chase Challenge. Oh god, you got some of this stuff. Go to... yeah. You got a bunch of new things to check out if you want. Click or check out ciphers. But there are two things I want you to check out. I want you to check out the one next to the Dromas. There's two of them specifically I want you to check out. It goes back to the... oh, you can go here. Go back to this one. Check, these two are related. This one's related to Mars. This one is definitely related to Mars.
The gates of the Temple of the Three Fates gently open. The priests of Yanis listen to the prophecies. The unwavering axis of the scales of Talenton maintains balance. And only Orynyx remains silent.
Mother, teach me how to answer prayers.
The Titan tasked with time is as perplexed as a child.
Don't be scared. Please don't be afraid.
A familiar voice rings out.
Listen carefully. The future they want is in the past.
Like the first light of the morning star.
Really? In the past?
The child sank into a peaceful slumber of recollection, whispering revelations in their sleep. Until the masses crying out amidst the flames of war were swept away by the sounds of sharp swords locking. The fires of ambition incinerating the law.
And this one here is, if you go, you don't need to listen to all of it, but you could go to the very last, just skip through to the last page and listen to what it said for the last page.
The giant dragon walking that. They and even the Everest and the Gachas. That great cerulean dragon approached Amphorius. The distant whispers roiling, becoming a... They recognized the meaning in that low roar. Its name, Permanence.
So we had this one is related to I want to know why I don't understand why of all the paths to come here, why is permanence here? Because remember, permanence is the thing that make the Vidyatas, the why they're in their cycle of rebirth, and the permanence is like dead, died, or went missing, whatever. Why is it here? All the way in Amphorius. Oh yeah, you got one more cutscene.
Wake up! You're fine. We were so close to being swept away by the reverse flow of time. It's lucky we found a safe place. Now, I'm going to send you back to the very start of time. That's right! At this bit, after watching so many fragments, my past is finally or maybe...
You knew the answer long ago, didn't you? Not surprised at all, huh? That's because I'm simple at heart. But I'm glad that I remembered in the end. Don't worry. We're not truly. I'll turn into the memory of this cycle. But this way, you'll carry all that has come before. Crossing to my mission ends here. After all, across 30 million Cyrenes. So, believe me, in the next cycle, and in the one after that, and the one... Saying all that, I can find without even realizing it. We'd already taken a wonderful. Now take my hand. Go. Find the future Cyrene. And set out on another journey with her. Promise me. No need to say it out loud. It's time to go, my dear friend. May you... And may the days ahead embrace you like the softest fluff. Forever.
Now, let's turn to the next page. A page that exists because of you. Is this a meeting ordained by fate? Or a long overdue reunion?
So, any questions?
No. So, is Fine Undead? No.
No. He's now a part of Iron Tomb, whatever that means. So, he's fused together with Iron Tomb. I was always wondering how in 1.3.5, because we knew that Hylicens and Ceridra were dead.
No, bro, the one I'm like, I immediately clicked in my head.
That she was
singing.
Cyrene.
Yeah, that she was singing the song.
Oh yeah, Cyrene is probably the singer of Nameless Faces. But yeah, so I was always wondering how we were gonna meet Hylicens and Ceridra since they were dead. I was like, going back in time. But regardless, so yeah, you've learned Cyrene and Final were the one that forced the cycles are already happened beforehand, but they're the ones that forced it into the endless deadlock until we appeared. We forced it into the deadlock, and then we changed the fate of the world. Hoping change it anyway. We're gonna meet Hylicens and Ceridra since we're going back to the beginning, the very beginning.
Check it out! Doesn't this scarecrow look just like you? I spent ages observing just to get it right.
Hopefully we can. And then we have to figure out what's up with Martz and Da Hung. If it is true, Da Hung is our next version, since the permanence, the Eon of Permanence came upon Amphorius, meaning that he is the fourth path. So, we have the permanence here, and then Now we have I know we have Marks this whole thing. Still need to know what's up with Marks.
Hi! I'm so happy to see you.
Sisters,
Are you here to play
they're
with
related. They look very similar. That's why people always thought Marks looked similar to Elysia back at the very beginning. This question is, when is he coming? Is it 3.6 or 3.7? Anyway, what do you think of this story, right?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Fine Bit went through so much shit.
33,550,336 things, to be exact.
Yeah.
They really echoed that number home.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
it's
like
the
the view
perfect.
here?
Also, equation-wise, it's the perfect number, apparently.
Yup. I saw that.
Oh, you wanna know what's another thing? ID Kolio had some black magic on their side, because they even got the universe itself in real life on their side. Apparently, in Shanghai, they got a fucking sun halo over them on the day of Finance release.
Yeah. Bro, they timed that shit way.
Something. They got some black magic. But I'm gonna take my leave though, Ray. I'm glad I was able to watch you do this story.
Is Cripple still here?
And you, huh? Yes. And you got to see the full animation.
Yeah. So Pion isn't strong enough to beat
No, definitely not. I didn't think he was gonna be strong enough to beat the Nook.
No, not the Nook. I'm talking about who was it that he fought?
Zephyro.
Yeah,
and
Zephyro.
Even then, that wasn't even a real Zephyro, apparently, from what people are saying. It was just the Iron Tomb had a simulation of Zephyro ready on hand.
Oh, look, and now I get all the chest stuff.
But he did hurt the Nook, which is impressive. The first time we ever seen an Eon on screen get hurt.
And it's the main baddie.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Lana and Fana are gonna just go crazy.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Now I have so many ideas for my story.
Even though he was still able to break himself out. Because remember, Fine Eyes is a bunch of code. Yeah, he was able to break himself out to reality and cause damage to Eon. Oh, Ray. Question. Right?
Yes.
Do you watch the new Don episode?
Yeah, I watched that work with my manager and coworker.
What's your opinion on the new opening?
Nowhere near as good. Nowhere near as good. We all said that immediately. It's good.
It's still a good opening.
It's catchy, but it's nowhere near the first opening. Doesn't even compare. Literally, the name of the anime is in the song. You can't top that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they still say Don in that second opening.
That's nowhere near as catchy.
Yeah. But I think it's because they were going for a completely different vibe.
Yep.
I like the ending. I like the ending a lot. I think I like the ending more than the first one. The ending song. But I'll see you later, Ray.
Cat and mouse time! The kittens are gonna eat well tonight.
Oh, that was peak.